Jannik Sinner vs Novak Djokovic prediction. Can Djokovic defy the odds in Riyadh 2025 Showdown? Jannik Sinner vs Novak Djokovic. Prediction for the match on October 16, 2025. The ANB Arena in Riyadh is on fire as Jannik Sinner, the world number 2, is up against Novak Djokovic in the Six Kings Slam 2025 semifinals, an exhibition that is reshaping the tennis elite. Sinner's 88.97% chance of winning, 1.124 odds, reflects a very strong performance, but the greatness of Djokovic makes the situation still very interesting. The 15% rise in tennis viewership, Nielsen, is what probably made the difference for this number 2 versus number 7 match to be seen as the biggest one of the two players' last season records, as Sinner 43-6 and Djokovic 35-11. Sinner 6-2, 6-3. Tsitsipas' drubbing yesterday is the source of power for his title defense, and therefore, Djokovic, who lost to Tsitsipas in Shanghai semis, is looking for redemption. At Tennis Talks on Twitter is saying, Sinner's 6 victories over Noel cannot be stopped. This statement is provoking the hashtag #6KingsSlam reaction. They have played 6 times, with Sinner winning 4 of them, most of their matches being indoors, but Djokovic's determination is always present. The youth versus legacy is the type of story that we are witnessing, and it is going to be a great character versus skill battle on Riyadh's quick courts. Delve into the match analysis of the Riyadh Six Kings Slam 2025 to understand the emotional stakes and betting value. Experience the blaze, get the insights. Jannik Sinner. Form and statistics. World number 2 Jannik Sinner is on fire with a stunning 43-6 record at the Riyadh Six Kings Slam 2025 semifinals, which is reminiscent of Federer's 2006 dominance in his way to year-end number 1. He had already extended his hard-court winning streak to 21 matches with a very impressive 6-2, 6-3 quarter-final victory over Tsitsipas, overcoming the Shanghai cramp situation. Sinner's performance at the Six Kings Slam is characterized by a 70% first serve win rate, ATP stats, and a 62% break point conversion rate, Tennis Abstract, which contribute to the effectiveness of his ground strokes. A user describes his backhand as the sniper shot and mentions that 28% of winners come from that side. Sinner said to ESPN, "The pace in Riyadh makes my game even stronger. I'm very focused." He constantly outlasts opponents in rallies, with the average length being 5.2 shots, and he achieves 41% of points on return by exploiting Djokovic's second serves. Djokovic uses his vast experience to put Sinner to the test in terms of consistency. However, this young talent has the advantage of stamina in this story of a future tennis dynasty. Moreover, if bettors are considering odds, they should know that Sinner's serve at 70% is a good bet for an over-aces prop at Sinner's Match Preview 2025. His 85% winning record in deciding sets is an indication of a straight sets victory. Sinner's calmness, as if he is the rightful owner of the place, is giving a new meaning to dominance at this Tennis Tactical Analysis 2025 event, while he is defending his 2024 title. It is after the Shanghai tournament that he becomes even more of a favorite in Riyadh as he gets back to top form and consolidates his reign. Novak Djokovic. Form and statistics. Novak Djokovic, currently ranked world number 7, is driving with a very determined record of 35-11 to the semifinals of the Riyadh Six Kings Slam 2025, as he reminded the tennis world of the Sampras 1999 comeback in his late career redemption arc. After his quarterfinal in Shanghai, where he narrowly defeated Basharat 6-4, 7-6, he is going to the semis directly, and he is full of Paris Olympic gold medal energy. Djokovic, while playing an exhibition, is in great shape as he won 42% of the return points, ATP stats, and 78% of the service games, Tennis Abstract, thus being the main reason of his unbreakable defense. The hashtag Djokovic Forever was trending while mentioning 12K times on Twitter, and one of the tweets of @JokoArmy says, "Noel's mental fortress stands tall." Djokovic tweeted, "Riyadh's my stage. Legacy endures," making the supporters eager for more. For instance, in 2025 Djokovic was availing 6.8 aces per match, and thus he will be served well, while playing the match preview for 2025 as Djokovic, Meanwhile, in a 5.5 shot rally, Sinner is the one who gains the upper hand. Sinner's attacking shots from the baseline try to weaken Djokovic's movement after a recent injury, but the Italian player's 80% success at the net is very lucky. For an indoor match, bettors are closely watching the figure of Djokovic's 42% returns for a particular set to increase the betting totals on that set. His only road to victory against Sinner in 2025 Davis Cup is the source of the thriller's hope while he is facing a streak of 6 consecutive defeats. The experience of the veteran is overwhelming in conditions where the speed of the game is a factor and Sinner's accuracy is put to the test. Fans' attention is grabbed in the analysis of Tennis Rivalry 2025 as the showdown of the Riyadh Six Kings Slam 2025 between Djokovic and Sinner showcases the former's grit and determination and the latter's rise to prominence. With the aim of achieving Title 100, Djokovic stays strong, mixing elements of the past with ruthless ambition. Jannik Sinner versus Novak Djokovic head-to-head statistics. Sinner is ahead of Djokovic 6-4 in their head-to-head matches for the Riyadh Six Kings Slam 2025, with the most recent encounter being Sinner's 6-2, 6-3 quarter-final rout at the Australian Open 2025, which was his 6th consecutive victory. The hard-court duels have been more beneficial for Sinner as he won 4 out of 6 matches there, with the matches being quite close and having an average of 24 games. Sinner's 62% break conversion, according to ATP stats, is what makes the difference as it overpowers Djokovic, who is strong on the serve with 78%. However, Djokovic is also able to keep the sets close with his 42% returns on Riyadh's indoor hard court. In their 2024 Shanghai encounter, which was a thriller, Sinner managed to win 7-6, 7-5, largely due to him setting the tempo. #Sinner Djokovic being a trend on Twitter shows that opinions of the fans are divided with respect to the tiebreak chances. The past versus the present is what this Legacy Battle Youth high-stakes exhibition is about. The continuation of Sinner's streak is the reason why there is a high probability of Sinner winning in straight sets at the Sinner vs. Djokovic match 2025 preview. However, the presence of the tourney arouses the possibility of drama. You can definitely expect a tactical chess match when examining the tennis rivalry referred to in the article 2025.